Hello everybody, welcome to another video. We start this one off with me doing another review. I keep getting sent all this free stuff, it's great. So we're looking at this now today, the Vantrue E3 or Element 3. It's on Amazon for 249 quid, but you can get a £30 discount at the moment, and if you put in that code there, you get an extra 5% off. So a bit of a discount if you go through Amazon and use the codes. Now there was quite a bit of confusion with the company that I went to. When you go to this part here on the checkout, if you enter my code there, it gives you an extra $20 off. And I kept trying to say to them, look, I'm in the UK, we deal in pounds, but it sort of fell on deaf ears a little bit. But if you're interested in the camera, go to the checkout, tap in my code there. I will put it in the description so you don't have to copy it off the screen, and see what discount it gives you. It should give you a discount of whether it's $20 or £20. I don't know. You just have to test it out for yourself, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Now, I've had this camera installed only for a couple of days, but I've already got a collection of idiots for you to have a look at in a little while. But we'll have a little look at the camera first. It's a free channel camera, which basically means it's got three cameras. One at the front, one at the rear, and one inside the car. It also comes with a remote control, which I've got to say is the best remote control for a dash cam that I have actually used. There is also an app that you can download. And I've got to say again, it is excellent. It is so quick, so responsive, and you don't have to find all these little fiddly buttons on the dash cam. You can do it through your phone on a nice big screen. It's just so much easier to do it through the phone. It's really, really good. Highly recommended. Now, I don't get paid to do these reviews. I do get the equipment free of charge, which is a nice touch, isn't it, really? So I will do an honest review, and you guys can tell me exactly what you think as well, whether you think it's worse or better than the camera that I'm using at the moment. I do think that they should add a memory card to these things, and they should have a filter on the front lens, especially as standard in their pack. They're not included, so you have to add them onto the price as well. And yes, you can get away with not having a filter on, but you can't get away without having a memory card. It's like having a Christmas present that needs batteries and you haven't got any batteries for it. It's one of them. You just cannot use it without a memory card. So why not supply one with it? Even if it's a little small one. But having said that, how many dash cams do you know that come with a memory card? I think they're all pretty much the same. So we're going to go back to the studio now, and I'm going to show you this equipment laid out on the studio table. Yeah, the studio table is my dining room table with an exercise mat over the top of it, hiding a great big scratch. Yeah, classy as ever, this channel. So we go through this. There's your cleaning cloth. Your instructions were above it and the box. There's your quick setup guide there, and it is pretty easy to set up. There's your main camera. It's quite weighty. It's got quite a good weight to it. There's your rear camera. There's a cable that goes from the front to the rear. Some more stickers that you stick on the windscreen to put the camera on. That goes with the big camera there, so you can take the camera off and that stays there, that little unit. That's the remote control, which I said was really good. Really impressed with that. Your power cord that goes into your cigarette lighter. Do we call them cigarette lighters anymore, or just 12 volt? Anyhow, that one there is your USB, which is great. Goes so you can take your camera off and use it indoors without too much hassle. That little forky thing there, your little crowbar thing, really worth having them things to get your interior off your car. It comes with spare stickers there, and that's it basically. There's the whole kit right there. So now I'm going to show you a little video of exactly what the camera does, and then we get on to some of the clips that I do with this camera so you can see it firsthand.
Take photo.
So hopefully some of you are still watching as we come to my clips. We'll start with the rear camera. We're looking at the shitting Peugeot that only just manages to get in there. And you see that arrow there, the one that says turn right only? Confusing for the BMW driver.
Excuse me?
And as we go back to the front camera now, you'll see the BMW driver pull up to the right hand side of me. There are a few reflections on the windscreen because I'm using this without the filter. I didn't have a filter sent to me. I do buy one, so you'll see some clips without and with the filter. And obviously you'll see some BMWs cut me up like that. So now we're on the M25. I'm in the middle lane. The right hand lane becomes a slip road. Guess who wants a slip road? Yeah, that BMW driver behind me. I'm overtaking stuff, so obviously I'm not lane hogging before that little brigade start on me. But why is that BMW there? We've taken a bit of a chance because look how late he left it to get into the correct lane. The actual slip road finishes just about now. Ridiculous. What happens if I was really slow overtaking that lorry? Now in this clip, this road becomes a slip road. I was looking at what that lorry in front of me was carrying, like little cars. It wasn't until I got closer up I could realise it was a funfair ride. But we're not looking at that. You'll see what we're looking at in a minute. It's painfully obvious what we see. We see a bloody idiot, that's what we see. This idiot that's overtaking me. He also wants this slip road. Yeah, that idiot that's just overtaken the lorry now. And then he does this. What an absolute arse. So we're coming into Heathrow Terminal 5. It's pretty straightforward. It's one of the easier ones, to be honest. It's just one stretch of road. And you just park either on the left or on the right. There's loads of spaces. So I see one straight away and get in it. Okay. So what we do, we go back to the rear camera to see the person in question. It may be a new camera, but it's the same, always an Audi. Only an Audi would do something what they're about to do. I'm just leaving this running now because I know people like to see aeroplanes come into land and test out the camera as well from a distance like that. So when we go to the front to see this Audi that's just passed, there it goes. It can't be bothered to find a space. Oh no, oh no, it's going to double park there. Take up one of the roads, one of the lanes. You'll see two cars in a minute almost hit each other trying to get past it. Bloody hell. Look at that, only an Audi, only an Audi. Look how many spaces are down this road and they have to park, double park. Always an Audi. You just have to drive a little bit further down the road and there's the spaces. Unbelievable. Everybody else can do it other than an Audi driver. could not make it up. Look at all these spaces. I'm literally just going to speed it up a little bit here just to show you all these spaces that that car could have got into, but didn't even bother to look. It just saw the first entrance into the airport and that was it. I'm going to stop as close as I can to it and fuck everybody else. It doesn't matter about anybody else. In true Audi fashion, it doesn't matter about anyone else because I'm more important than you. And if we go to the rear camera, you'll see it do what Audis are famous for. Yep, just change lanes, no indication again. Well done.
More still to come. We'll look ahead to the rest.
This is what the camera's like heading in towards the sun without the filter on. I do use my horn in a minute because a Tesla pisses me off through being in the inside lane when it wants to slip road. Again, I'm more important than you. I'm not going to wait in the queue like you plebs. I'm going to just jump the queue. These people need to be pulled out of their cars and be smacked across the face with a packet of wet shit, just to remind them that they are just normal people like everyone else. They need some sense slapped into them. So we're speeding it up to the people that's coming off the slip road onto the motorway. We're looking at, yes, always an Audi. This is how they always enter the road. From slip road to outside lane in one movement. Your typical Audi. Get to the outside lane as quick as possible, even though it's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. So we're coming up to another slip road. Guess who wants the slip road? Yep, the guy with his headlights on for some strange reason in the middle of the day.
Then after the game we had to go straight back to Istanbul airport on the bus, which took 4 hours, then flew back to Antalya.
He actually even tries to undertake me, I think, here.
Sunday morning. Now we're on the on our way to West Ham away, so 2 Manchester City fans.
And there's 2 lanes as well. He didn't have to come up the inside. He's obviously speeding.
In Exeter, that's a 500-mile round.
And he didn't want the inside lane anyway. He does actually want that lane that he's in. Now, another one. I'm running out of packet of wet shits. These guys, why are they... See lane 1 there? See that guy on the end? He stopped on lane 1 to try and get into the slip road. He's not the only one, though. As we carry on. That car there is just slowing up, slowing up. There's nothing in front of you. It's so dangerous. That is just so dangerous. Get into the lane. There's road signs miles back. Now the next few clips are going to be with a filter on the lens. It should cut down the glare, but it doesn't seem to be doing a very good job. I've got to say, regulars of the show would know that that sign over there the other day said slow down. Today I'm going a little bit faster and it's saying thank you. How does that work? I think I probably have to bring my camera down to where my camera is on the left hand side there. I don't know, that might stop the glare because I do have my camera really high up. But glare or no glare, I can still see this car going through a red light. And where does it go? To the next red light. There was no point in doing it, was there? Now the next day I tried it on a different setting, a better quality of filming from the front camera, but it's made it like square shape rather than widescreen. So I'm going to have a little tinker with it and mess about with settings and everything, because it doesn't look as good like this, I don't think, even though it should be sharper. But we're looking at that car on the right hand side that's just overtaken me. It's going into the middle lane, but not for long. A bit of a weird manoeuvre now.
The 777 partners, the Miami-based
Not a clue.
consortium here. I mean, Sean Dyche isn't the only one who's never heard of them. You ask consortium here. I mean, Sean Dyche isn't the only one who's never heard of them. You ask any reputable journalist in the press box here, and they'll also shake their head and say, I really can't give
Well,
you any background.
that's a funny left turn. But it isn't really a left turn. He does a U-turn over there and then comes back the other way.
Bottom of La Liga, despite the fact they've won 7 Europa League titles. Vasco da Gama have been.
It wouldn't be a normal dash cam video without a cyclist doing this, would it? So from there, I come round the corner here, and as you can see, it's quite tight. It's the guy behind me in a minute we're looking out for. It's a motorbike that is obviously going too fast, and it actually fucking rev bombed me like I was doing something wrong.
Don't come up the inside, mate. Don't come up the inside, mate. What was the rev bomb for? Idiot.
But you get
Absolute moron.
You get loads of them round here.
And the final clip of the day. Nothing actually goes wrong here. I just wanted to show you the camera with the filter on, with the filter lens on, driving into the sun. I don't think it does a great job on the glare and the reflections and all that sort of stuff in the car, but driving into the sun, I think it actually does a pretty good job. This sun was actually blinding. It was really hard to see. As you come around this bend here, you'll see it better. And you can still make things out with the sun really hammering us. So it does a pretty good job there. So let us know what you think of the camera. Let us know what you think of the review again. I probably messed up a few times, knowing me. So with that all done, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.